footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. That's Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, and I'm Tyler Merkovich bringing you a CFL preview on the Toronto Argonauts. Now, quarterback position's unsettled, so which guy is going to lead this squad?
I think Ken Dorsey, the former quarterback of the University of Miami, I think he has an inside track to win this job. He's a tremendous leadership. He's a tremendous leader, but his leadership skills are unquestioned. So he has a unique chance to win the starting position for the Argonauts, which is important because they need a guy that's a true leader back there that's going to help move the team down the field.
And running back Jamal Robertson leaves via free agency. So who's going to be the man in the backfield now?
Well, I like the two SEC running backs they picked up in Corey Boyd out of South Carolina and the Corey Birmingham out of Arkansas. So I think those two guys are going to help out their running game. They're going to do probably a running back by committee to get a lot of different talented players out there on the field. But I like Boyd. Boyd is a tremendous running back, and Corey Birmingham has some speed, some wiggle, and he brings a little bit of power to that position.
And they had a solid wide receiver pickup, so talk about that.
Yeah, they picked up savvy vet Jermaine Copeland, so that's going to help from Calgary, so that's going to help out a lot. Team him up with Chad Lucas, who had over 950 yards last season. He's their big wide receiver, so now you have two solid playmakers. Copeland is a man in the CFL, so that's going to be huge for whoever's going to be back there at quarterback.
And their entire offensive line returns. They have a lot of chemistry there, so elaborate.
Well, I mean, they have a lot of chemistry, but they also gave up probably the most sacks in the league, so do you really want all five starters to be the starter back there again? And that's probably why they went offensive tackle with the first pick, you know, to help bolster that offensive line. So they're going to do some shakeups on that front five. That's going to have to be a key, and they have to stop shooting themselves in the foot. They're negative 28 in turnover differential.
What held this team together, though, on defense was the defensive line, the big mollies up front. So talk about their D-line.
Well, defensive tackle Kevin Huntley was a huge signing last season. He came up big with 9 sacks. So this is going to be a second year in that defense, and he's going to look to improve on already impressive numbers. So that's important. Getting Kevin Huntley on the defensive lineman anchors that front four, and so they need the other players on defense, the ends, to get up after the quarterback.
9-year veteran Kevin Iben leads the linebacking crew. Talk about their linebackers.
Well, the linebackers are going to be key. You got Kevin Iben, and he's going to help out first-round pick Corey Greenwood, a guy they drafted this year. So that's going to help out. They had 2 first-round picks, tackle, and then they also went with linebacker Greenwood. So they're going to need Iben to help out Greenwood, help get him up to speed. But I like Greenwood's athleticism, so he should be a tremendous playmaker for the Argos.
Is their secondary good enough to slow down these great receivers in the CFL?
Well, the secondary is solid, but they have to make more plays. That's a weak spot. They don't make a lot of plays. They don't make a lot of interceptions. Only 11 interceptions on the season. So that's not good at all. That means your secondary is not making plays on the ball. Defensive line is going to help out with that a little bit, especially if defensive end Ronald Fleming continues to collapse the pocket. But the secondary has to step up big and make a lot of plays in order to get the ball back to offense.
For more CFL previews, visit footballgameplan.com/CFL or visit us at youtube.com/footballgameplan.